Hey everyone, this is John from YoungPatriots.com. I wanted to speak to you today about the three ongoing scandals in America. The Benghazi, IRS and AP scandal. And while the circumstances of each are extremely different, there's a common thread running through all of them. Ronald Reagan back in the 80s had a great saying: government is the problem, not the solution. And in all these three scandals, big government is the problem. Look at each individual circumstance. Benghazi, the embassy or consulate wasn't secure. When they called out for help, they were either not given it, not listened to, or the message didn't get through, depending on who you believe. The AP, the media been bullied. This isn't just about the AP having 2 months of phone calls wiretapped. Let's not forget Bob Woodward was threatened only 3 or 4 months ago. Together with that, with a Fox News correspondent having his emails read. And the IRS targeting conservative, Tea Party, pro-life, pro-Israel groups. This culture of intimidation and of scandal is the exact reason why big government is a problem. Big government is not efficient. But look at some of the solutions. Take the IRS for example. The minute it came to light, John Boehner, the Speaker of the House, came out and said someone needs to go to jail for this. Rand Paul echoed those comments. Others have said what we need is more oversight. Look at the solutions been proposed. Despite the scandals, they either are not punished sufficiently as a government department or they get bigger. Oversight. So you want someone to look over someone else's shoulder as they do their job. Who's looking at the people? Who's looking over the person's shoulder? What oversight is on them? Oversight will never end, and government will keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But let me ask you a question. Hypothetical. Lois Lerner and her colleagues and those 2 people in Cincinnati in the IRS scandal, who worked in the Department of Justice over the AP scandal. And let's say they find someone to blame for Benghazi and all people are put into jail for a couple of years. Is the scandal over? Are we all supposed to be happy about it now that, well, that's that issue sorted? Or does the issue run deeper? Again, Ronald Reagan said in the 80s, government will never voluntarily reduce its power or its size. There's only one thing that can do that: the people. As much as it frustrates me, there's one reason I admire the Liberals. They stick to their convictions. They never accept defeat, and even when they do lose, they come back better and more vicious than ever before. Look at how the welfare state and government has grown over the last 5, 10, 20, 30 years. Good economies, government grows. Bad economies, government grows. America's at war, government grows. Regardless of the conditions, the liberal agenda of growing government and growing welfare never stops. So today my call to action for you is to channel that inner liberal of yourself, but to change its motivation. Whether the economy is good or bad, government must reduce its power. Power must be transferred back to the people. Good economy, power goes back to the people. Bad economy, power goes back to the people. America's at war or peace, power stays with the people. Another thing you need to remember, and sounds like a cliche, and it's treated like a cliche, but it's not. It's the truth. The American government works for the people. They are your people, your representatives, and they represent you. You do not work for them. You are not a slave to the government. You are not a subject. You are a free person, and they work for you. So the agenda has to be to reduce the size of government, not put people in jail, not more oversight, not more regulations, less government. I encourage you to get involved in your local area with your politicians, with your Tea Party groups, and any other groups who are aimed is to reduce the size of government and return power to where it belongs, the people. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope you continue to enjoy youngpatriots.com. God bless.